everyone! I did not plan on filming today because as we talked about last month, during that time of the month, I'm pretty much just out, but I got a little bit of energy right now and I wanted to play with some makeup, so that's what we're gonna do. So I want to try out a palette that I've not featured on my channel yet, and this is the Be Elegant. This is their Halloween palette, and the reason why I have not featured this is basically because I swatched this when I first got it. I honestly haven't even used it and the swatches looked kind of bad. And I am not really sure how I'm going to feel about this palette. I also didn't want to review it because it was a very limited edition palette, so there was no chance that any of you were going to get it because it was basically sold out by the time I got it. So I do want to test it out today though because I am curious. I think the color story in this is really pretty, so that's what we're going to do. If you have not been around for one of my palette bingos before, basically what I do is I draw 5 random numbers from random.org and then I make a look out of it. So that is what we're going to be doing, and I will be drawing the colors like I always do. And the way I draw my colors and kind of count them is that I go from left to right, top to bottom. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so on. So we're just going to go ahead and draw the numbers. Alright, here we go. First number, 2. 2 is going to be this green shade here. Next number, 7. Number 7 is this purple shade. Next number, 5. 5 is going to be this darker green. Next number, 7. We got 7 already. 3. And 3 is a matte, and this is like a rusty red. And the last shade is, already got 5, 3, already got 3, already got 7, 12. Okay, so we got the black. This one right here. So as you can see, the mattes swatch beautifully, but I will give you some close-ups of these right now. Alright, so that is what we're working with. I am a little bit unsure about how these shimmers are going to perform, just because when I swatch them, they look very much like they both just, especially these two, they just look like they're a black base with a little bit of like shimmer particles in it. I don't know, I'm just very confused, especially by this purple shade right here. But we're going to probably just get started because I am eager to dig into this palette and see what it's all about and if I can make it work and if maybe it's going to look better on the eyes than a do swatched. Fingers crossed for that because my expectations are pretty low. So I'm going to start off by putting the darkest of the red shades in my crease, this one right here. And I definitely have a feeling that these are going to be very pigmented. I've already primed my eyes obviously with my MAC paint pot. I did not set my primer. And this shadow definitely has a lot of pigment to it. So I'm just kind of packing it on to start off. I'm going to bring this in all the way and I'm already having a little bit fall out. It's a really pretty shade though. So I'm going to kind of blow this out quite a bit because I feel like this is going to be quite the dramatic look. So since I wasn't feeling very good earlier, I thought it was a good idea to finally put up a Christmas tree. Let me know when you guys like to put up your Christmas tree because I am such a Christmas sucker. Like I love Christmas so much. So I am like ready for Christmas Eve to be here, even though I do really like the lead up to Christmas too. And there's something about the Christmas spirit that just gets me in a good mood. So that's what I like to do when I'm feeling down, especially this time of the year. I like to just look at the Christmas tree, turn on some Christmas music, and I don't know, it just always cheers me up. So I like this shade a lot. It seems to be blending up pretty nicely. Maybe a tiny bit patchy, just like in the crease right here. But I mean, really, it's fine. This isn't really going to be a review or anything, obviously, but I do feel like it's going to be a representation of maybe what's to come from the brand. Now, you guys probably saw that I did a review of their neon pigments. I will leave that video up there if you have not seen it, but those pigments is probably the hardest makeup product that I've ever tried to work with, and I could not get it to work. I tried so many times. I wiped my makeup off I think 5 times in that video, and I basically gave up in the end because there was no way I was ever going to get those shadows to blend. So I do hope that this palette is going to be a little bit better. Fingers crossed. I'm also going to take this shade down to my lower lash line. And I'm just going in with my same brush that I used to blend out my crease. And this is the Morphe M506 brush, by the way, if you're wondering. And I'm just going to really blow this out. So I know it's looking a little bit messy right now, but don't worry, we're going to clean that up. So this shade right here is really, really, really nice. And I don't know if I have a shade like this in my collection actually. I really like the undertone of this. And I've been really liking like super blown out looks lately. I saw a look that Polina did on her channel earlier this morning, and I just thought it looked so fun and so cool. And I'm just going to take a little bit of loose powder on a highlighting brush and just kind of run that underneath right here to kind of clean up a little bit. Next, I'm going to dip into this black, and I'm going to use that to really deepen up this look. And that's quite pigmented. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything else from that swatch, but dang. Okay. Sometimes I like a pigmented black, sometimes I don't, but this is definitely the kind of look where I don't mind at all. And I really like how this is blending out, actually. But I did suspect that the mattes in this palette were going to be pretty good. I'm mostly just like confused about the shimmers, I guess you can say. And I still don't really know what I plan on doing with the shimmers, which usually I do, but right now I'm like just kind of putting stuff on my eye. This is more just like makeup playtime for me. This is not a tutorial by any means. This is really just me sitting down makeup and filming it. Like I can see myself doing palette bingo like this without filming it as well. This is kind of what I would do if I did. I'm gonna go back to that first brush that I used and just really try to get that into the wing and a little bit down my lower lash line. So basically for my lid, I'm first going to take the purple shade and I'm going to put that on the outer third of my eyelid. Then I'm going to put the dark green in the middle, and then I'm going to pop this beautiful lime green in my inner corner and a little bit down my lower lash line. So let's try that. So taking the shade right here on a dry brush, and that is not picking up at all. Let me just see what this looks like on my hand right here. Okay, I mean that's not bad. I can probably work with that. The shade is very crumbly in a palette when I pick it up, so there might be some fallout, but let's find out. I mean, this isn't half bad. I think this does look a lot better on the eyes actually. I'm gonna try to spray this and just see if it makes a difference. I do feel like it's a little bit more intense, but it doesn't make a huge difference. Okay, let's try to do the same thing with the green. This is not picking up on my brush at all. Like, take a look at my brush right now. See, there is nothing on there. Now let's see if I can pick up any of this. Do you see that? Like, there's literally nothing on my brush. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. I'm like, where are you? I'm so confused right now. Let me try a different brush maybe. What if I dip in with like a pencil brush? I am like very confused by this shade right here. I mean, okay, I see a little bit of green now. But I don't like this formula, whatever this is. Very strange formula. It's almost like, I feel like I should be treating this like a matte because it's picking up so much easier on a brush like this. than a flat brush. So maybe this is one of those, like, you know how you get sometimes a black with a shimmer in it? Maybe it's one of those shades that's just kind of supposed to have shimmer in it to make it easier to blend or something. I really don't know. I'm so confused. But like, it's showing up nicely when I use my pencil brush, which I've never had this happen before. I mean, when I get the shadow on my lid, it actually looks kind of pretty. But I'm just so confused by this formula. This is not like anything else I've ever tried. I wonder what will happen if I spray this. Let me try that. I mean, that doesn't do anything. What is this sorcery? Don't get this. Does any of you have a palette, or does anyone have a shade like this? So confused. Okay, well, I got it on my eyelids and it looks good, so I'm gonna go back to my little flat brush and I'm gonna pick up the other green shimmer. So I'm gonna take this lime green right here. And I definitely feel like this is going to be more of a satin, but we'll find out. I did not spray my brush. It might still be a little bit wet from the other shade that we put on. But I mean, that's not bad, not bad. Is it the best lime green I have? Nope. Definitely my Juvia's Place is a lot better than this, but still kind of a nice shade. Okay, let me try to spray this. Not really a big difference. So I'm gonna try to really build this up as much as I can and then kind of wrap it around under my eye and in my inner corner. Alright, I'm actually going to clean up my lines here just a tad bit more. So I'm taking a bit of concealer on my brush and I'm just gonna kind of run this underneath. And I'm just gonna take a brush and just blend that gently out. And lastly, I'm going to just step into a little bit of that first matte and just kind of blend this out even more. But I do want that sharp line to still be there because I think that looks kind of cool. So I'm actually so surprised at how much I like this look. I did not think I would with these shadows. I actually think they perform pretty well. If you guys want to see more videos using this palette, let me know. I am kind of curious to try this pressed glitter, but I'm also very scared because this is like super loose. Ooh, that is so pretty though. Ooh. Wow. I feel like I need to try this more. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up the rest of my eyes, then I'll come back. We can put on some lipstick and then sum up this video. For lips, I want to use Darling by Colourpop, and this is one of their Ultra Satin lipsticks, and I feel like this is going to pretty much match the color in my crease. Oh, I think that's going to look really pretty. So this is quite the dark look. I feel like though when you're trying to pick a color to match your eye look, if you have a lot of colors on your eyes, the safest choice is going to be to pick a lipstick that matches one of the colors in your eye look, because then all of a sudden your look is going to look very put together. So if you don't know which lipstick to choose, just choose whatever you have on your eyes and it'll just work out fine. Honestly, my first impression with this palette, even though this is not a review at all, but I kind of like how it turned out, and I am much more excited to keep playing with this palette now than I was before I started today. I was honestly a little bit nervous. So yeah, let me know if you want to see more videos with that palette, even though I know that you guys can't get it, but maybe you can take inspiration from the color scheme and stuff like that if there are any looks that you want to recreate on your own. So that was today's palette bingo. Honestly, so happy with how this turned out. I was not expecting this at all. So again, another successful palette bingos. I love my palette bingos, you guys know this. So thank you so much for watching. As always, let me know down below if there are any other palettes that you want to see me do a palette bingo with. I will be getting my Alien palette soon, and I promise I will have a video up on that as soon as I get it, which will be probably any day now, so keep an eye out for that. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, I hope you would consider subscribing, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!